New, something you have never seen before. We're gonna debut right here and right now. This is a beautiful blue Carnival Stone. This is a brand new mine find from Brazil. Look at all the gorgeous shades of blue. If you could capture the depths of the ocean, if you could take a picture of one of the most beautiful starry nights with the full moon, if you want to capture those deep blues and puffy clouds all in one beautiful stone, this would be it. Look at the blues, the whites, the blacks. It's a beautiful necklace. It's a graduated design. Starts with 6mm gemstones around the top, and they graduate in size to these nice big 20mm stones. And then if you look at the back, it does come with that fabulous sterling silver extender for you. You can add on the matching earrings. Those are a nice big size, by the way. Check out those. Those are 16mm stones. Also bezel set in solid sterling silver, but it's a brand new mine find. You won't find it anywhere else. So let's go to Jay and let's go to Brazil, shall we, Jay?
Okay, you know, and this on the same trip. we got this. Now, I have to tell you something, okay? You know, when you go, I've been doing this for 44 years. 44. I know I don't look that old, right? But I started very young. No, I didn't. I actually started later. But I'm just telling you, when you go out into the world, and you've been doing this as long as I've been doing it, and then you want to, and you think you've seen it all, there's nothing else that I'm going to find. You're not going to ever see anything new. I mean, you've been there, you've seen it, you've done it. And then you go on a trip like this, and you found, on this one, we found at least, I think there were 3 or 4 brand new mine finds, plus we got emerald, things that we had never, ever done before. So the whole trip was nothing but new, new, new. We didn't get anything during that trip that we had actually bought before. I mean, it was all new materials, an incredible trip. And this was one of them. But that just goes to show you on this, just because we find it, doesn't mean that tomorrow you're going to see a design. And, it takes forever from the time that you actually go to source. Sometimes they don't even have it out of the ground. But in this case, they did have it out of the ground. They didn't have it all out of the ground. They still had some to mine. We put it together. It takes a whole journey, a whole complete journey, before it finally gets to an area where we can actually pick it up. We can take it to our lapidary shops, and we can actually work it when it comes time to work it. But even when it arrives at the lapidary shop, there's a whole process that takes months to sort it, to grade it, to size it, to do everything. And then it goes into design mode. And then we take the material, we look at it, and then each material is unique and it's different in its own right. And then you try to look at that and decide, what is the best way to feature this? What is the best way that I could really present this material? And then you do that, and then we make one sample, we bring it to our lovely buyer, and then we go from there and be able to, it's a long process, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Light speed for us is we have the material at 6 months. Something like this is over a 2-year project.
Wow, years in the making.
So you're looking at 2 years from the time that we actually saw it, maybe even going, actually right now I'm thinking this is November. This year is going by really fast.
And you know what, look, I love the size of the stones, Jay. Look at how big.
And you know what? I did this on a purpose, to have something big and bold and very contemporary, very simple. I didn't want to go over the top with it, but I just wanted just a nice high polish. And I think that this is the best way to present it.
Oh, it turned out beautifully, by the way. So it's 18 inches in length. You can extend it for another, 2 3/4 inches if necessary. A lot of you are getting this one very, very early. So I would hate for you to miss out on this. It really is a fabulous price. We don't really speak to the price much during our Mine Find show because I often get carried away and forget to emphasize that what you're looking at when you watch Mine Finds with Jay King, this is not a simulated stone. This is not fashion jewelry. And you can find plenty of fashion jewelry necklaces out there for about $100. But what you don't find is all genuine gemstones, not just any gemstones, but these rare and beautiful and all natural stones. These aren't treated, these aren't dyed, these aren't enhanced. You get this beautiful color, exactly as Mother Nature intended. And so you get something that is raw, that is earthy, that comes right from the earth, and you really feel like you're wearing something special. I mean, look at those blues. How cool is this? I could see this with your denim, I could see this with your jeans, I could see this with just a beautiful turtleneck sweater, whether you're wearing grays or camel tones or even a hint of brown. You could also wear this with color like a yellow or a red or a cranberry or a crisp white blouse. This is gonna be so dreamy and soothing, that blue color. So I don't want you to miss out on it. If you love it, the other great reason to shop today is that we rarely, if ever, get to do this during a J. King visit. 5 flex pay and free shipping. That really does add up to some big, big savings, whether you're shopping for yourself or for a loved one. So do take advantage. That all ends at midnight. And that's why I would hate for you to miss out on not only a great value on a brand new necklace, but also the chance to space out your payments over the next 5 months. I know we're all on a budget, and if this can help you out, you've got, let's see, all of November, December, January, February, March. You have until March to pay this off. You have until the end of January to even decide if you want to keep it. So that's the wonderful thing about our extended holiday returns. We want to be really sure that you love it, and we have all the confidence that you will, and that's why we give you until the end of January to make your final decision. But get it home, try it on, take this out of the box, and then hold it up to your neckline, look in the mirror. Jay, I've never seen such a beautiful collection of every shade of blue. It's just so dreamy.
Well, you know, and here again, you know, that's why I bring the rough material. Of course, I've cut and polished this. I mean, I make these, I'm now into my specimen mode. So like with all of my materials, what I do is I cut my specimens. Usually what I do is I take the rough and then I'd make my specimens for my specimenscapes. Later, I have my own lapidary shot, and that's kind of part of the fun of what I do. But in this case, I'm now a lot of, when we do the materials, I go ahead and cut the specimens at the same time, because this is one of those items that will be in my specimen case that down the road, like so many of my specimens now, I'll be walking down these long rows of specimens that I have, and I'll remember when I got that. And then that's the only time you'll see it. This is something, and here again, these are mine finds. Okay, this isn't something that you're gonna see that we'll go out and do again, or will probably be able ever to obtain again. But this is also, if you like things that are highly collectible, just fun items that you're just not going to see out there in the market.
Oh, we only have a few hundred left.
If you're the kind of person that likes unique things.
Yes, thank you, Jay. I'm sorry to jump in. We're running out of time on that one. But you're right. If you love unique things and you love a great value, look no further. We only have 500 left in the necklace and the earrings. So that's over half gone. So make sure that you're reserving yours. Now, if you had a chance to spy the cuff bracelet